who haven't caught a stream before, don't know too much about me. I'm a game developer, and I try my best to cover all aspects of game development. So I try to cover, for example, programming games. I try to cover making art for games. I try to cover making music for games. I try to cover also making stories for games. I try to do all things game development. And what I've done over my time in learning pixel art, as I'm still very much a beginner, I haven't done pixel art for very long. So I have a whole blog post of links, articles I talk about that have to do with getting started with pixel art, learning pixel art. Not only do I talk about, for example, book recommendations, article recommendations, video recommendations, and websites, and things of that nature, I also have just a video in general covering this, since I know not a lot of people like to read. There's people learn in different ways entirely. For example, for me, I like the book I recommend because it's colorful. I mean, look at some of these pages. It's really cute to see just lines and things of that nature. But some people like reading, some people like listening, and some people like doing. So when I was recommended to play this game that we're about to play, I thought, oh, sounds like a great idea, but I never managed to play it. So the game we're about to play, if I do enjoy it and I think it's useful, I think it would be fun to put it up on here, since I don't really ever see learning games. So we're gonna go back to school. This certainly feels like 80s, 90s music. I'm excited. I've heard a lot of good things about it, but I've never gotten around to trying it. So I thought, why not try today? So let's see, start on the game. It is fancy, I can't say that right off the bat. Enter name. Great, safe. Eris. And teacher Eris Esra. I'm no teacher. This is literally going to school. I'm not the one teaching, not one bit. And save. Alrighty, your game would be automatically saved. Well, this is really going for an old-timey feel, isn't it? Interesting. This really, it feels like, I don't remember those games, but it's old, very old. And what did that say? Click here to read task instructions. To do task, this notepad will keep track of your current task. You can always click on a task to learn how to complete it. Click on the arrow to get back to the task. Gotcha. So let's see, tutorials. Pixel art tool basics. Learn how to use the most essential pixel art tool, a 1-pixel pen. Sure. Artwork from Space Invaders. Sure. Alrighty. Interesting. Click the pencil to activate it. Use the pencil to fill the pixels in the dot, with the dot in the middle. Okay, so I'm guessing I'm using my tablet now, but okay. So I guess it just wants us to fill in these guys. That's not too painful, not too bad. It's interesting. I'm really wondering how they're going to progress things, because for some people, pixel art's their first ever medium. They've never used an art tool, so I'm super interested. Great, go back to your portfolio to find a new sprite to draw. Okay, let's go back to portfolio. Artwork, good, and I think I go back to here. Interesting, and now eraser. As you can imagine, the eraser's great for removing extra pixels. Okay, artwork also Space Invaders. So I guess now we're doing the opposite, and I think my tablet lets me do, hold on. Interesting. Do we just click it? No. Do we have to go over here and click it? And then I see. Okay. You deleted a bit too much. Use the pencil to draw the pixels back in. Oh, okay. We're erasing the white dots then. Feels relaxing. I'm very relaxed in the sense of, oh man, it feels like I'm back in class and I'm just sitting here noodling away on my notepad. There we are. Nice. Continue working through the rest of the sprites to continue the basics tutorial. Sure. So far, so good. I had no qualms with this. This is pretty fun. Well, this guy here. Color fill. Artwork also. I also like how it does different art from different games. That's really interesting. It reminds me of the book I was talking about earlier. So we're using the bucket tool. Interesting. Grab you. Fill you in. You can press escape instead of using the back arrow. Interesting. Okie dokie. Now what do we have? Sometimes it's faster to fill too many pixels and then erase. Got ya. I do like how it's giving some handy tips. So then my guess is I just erase with these guys. Like that. Okay, we're doing so far so good. What's next on the chopping board? And when using the color fill, you have to watch out for gaps and outlines. This really does go back to the basics, which is nice. As I think having tools like this for people who are just getting started is really nice. It slowly brings you through what you can do. And it's nice to know as well that I do not want to switch applications. It's not what I want to do. I intuitively click G for bucket, and G is actually bucket, and then E is eraser. And is this the 1-bit pixel art style? You could consider it 1-bit since there's only 2 colors. Yeah, certainly. It's only 2 colors, and that's all there is to it. That's what 1-bit is. We'll see. Now that you know the 3 most essential tools, use them in unison to quickly complete the sprite. Sure. Alrighty, so I guess we fill that guy in, and then erase some of these guys. I'm wondering if B's brush, it is. And then I just fill these guys in. Okie dokie. It looks like a spaceship. How cute. Let's see. An efficient pixel artist will learn shortcuts to switch between tools. I like how I'm already doing it. Let's see. Color fill or reference. A reference images will be very important throughout your journey to draw more unbelievable pictures. Okie dokie. So what are we doing here? Uh-huh. Oh, a brush. Can I take the brush out and put you here? How are we doing this? Can I just drag it out like this? Open the reference tray and grab the image. I like how it does that too. Usually a lot of people are worried about if they have a reference image, if it's good or not, or if they can use references because it feels like copying. So I do like how they do that. And so I did read that good. And gotta love shortcuts. I should set up some more. Me too. I never have enough. Let's see. This is about 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. You all the way. And then we have one here. We have one there, and one there. Yep. Alrighty. So you learned the basics. Complete the Pixelart software challenge. Learn about switching colors and learn about helper tools. Okay, let's give it a go. In the drawing app under the challenge section, select a Pixelart sprite and copy it to show you got the hang of it using Pixelart software. Interesting. Challenges. Okay, let's give them a go. Choose a sprite to copy. To make sure you are ready to complete Pixelart's drawing assignments, this challenge requires you to copy an existing game sprite. Interesting. Ooh, fancy. Do I get to choose? One color or more? Multiple. Complete the color tutorial. Ooh, monochrome. Yeah, let's try this guy. Is he a little guy? What are we picking out? Big or small? Complete the helper tutorial. Interesting. And Galen? No, this is just something else. And character? Let's go character. And read my tarot. I see in your future a bright fortune. That'll be $50. Let's see. Hero or enemy? I think the skull will be fun. Ooh. Is this the game it's from? This is really neat. It's like, what is it? Going back in history with all the old games. I'm guessing this is what the sprite is, flying skulls. And I'm guessing this is the game. So this is really neat. So let's see. Oh, is it a calculator? What does this mean? Oh, that's neat. And then we have colors here. We have this really, oh, eyedropper. All right. And then this is the thing. This is our assignment. Okay. Oh, I guess I need my mouse to do this guy here. Place you down. Okay. Interesting. And I'm guessing it's Alt eyedropper. No, it's not. But we can still click it. Okay. I think it was this guy here. Can we eyedrop this? If I click this guy, can we eyedrop you? No. Okay. So I think it's this guy. One thing I do wish, and I'm guessing this is a stencil. Can I grab the stencil? Will it let me? Uh-huh. Oh, hold on. I see the hand, but it won't. Oh. And then I can do, oh, undo? Yes, there's undo and redo. So, what I was hoping for was like a symmetry tool. Maybe that comes in later. And what does this help guy do? And is there baby mode? This certainly feels like baby mode. I'm having fun though. And let's see, stuff's getting hardcore. Oh yeah, look at all the tools we get. I was always excited whenever I got a new box of crayons and it was over like 64 colors. That was always my favorite. And let's see, haven't seen that enemy before? I haven't seen a lot of these sprites. It's fun to look at them. And let me make sure. Okay, I did read this. Let's see, color hint style, dots or symbols, incorrect color warning. Oh, interesting. And click on the highlight incorrect missing ones. There's even help here. How cute. So there's a whole line here. There's a whole line here. And then there's a 2 line here, 2 line here. And then we have for you. Oh, hold on. That's here. There we go. The dots are the error, I'm guessing. And then from that guy here, we go in. And then we have, I'm guessing, this guy all here. And then you have out. And then we have you here for 4, I believe. And then from there, we have down 2 and then up 1. So you go here, and here. Oh, that's a corner. Fill you in, erase you, and you, and you. And let's see. So you go up, I'm assuming. You go up there, and you go 2 here. And now we just gotta fill everything else in. So 2 here, you there. Oh, there we go. And I used to do this when I was a child and starting my Game Boy era in MS Paint. I am getting that really old retro feel. I'm wondering if it's because also the just audio. Oh no, Pico 8. I've heard a lot about Pico 8, but I never got to try it. Note that you can complete to-do tasks in any order you want. Play the game. In Pico 8 app, try out the game Snake. Notice the art assets included, green snake and brown food. Score some points to continue. Sure, let's try. What is this guy doing? So start. Snake, press button to start. Works in progress build. Pico 8 cartridge. Z and X? Uh-huh. Oh, this is cute. I'm guessing I go up. But what are Z and X? Interesting. This is as simple as a pixel art game gets, but it's cute. I'm wondering, how big do you think the green squares are compared to the red ones, since the red one's small? And I'm wondering as well, I've never tried to make a snake game, but how hard do you think it would be to program? How hard do you think it'd be to program? Tutorials, colors, and projects. Snake game. Oh, what does this guy do? 1 unit of the snake body. Oh, I see. You know what I wonder? Do you think if I grab this guy here, make him pink, and back up, right? Do you think in our Pico project, it's going to be pink? It is! Oh, that's neat! It's like almost designing your own game. That's really cute. Let's go ahead, set our snake back to green, and then I want to make a little pixel art apple. I believe this is a green, and I don't make too many apples, and since it's in Pico 8 as well, it's going to be a little tricky, I think. But usually these are apples, so can we draw a pixel art apple? And, our snake stays green, so let's try to keep to the same feeling of no outlines. So I'll only do this. We have our green, and now let's see. For an apple, you usually want that bit up there. And then apples are kind of hearts, so I'm going for more of a heartish feel. Maybe something like this instead. Maybe we can kind of make this come out a little bit. Maybe more along the lines of this. So that doesn't really feel like apple. Maybe if I make it bigger, like that. But this feels too wide. So maybe, this does feel like an apple more. And then we would need a stem. So we would need kind of like, oh, hold on. I need green, that there. And then a little leaf here, like that. Or maybe like that. I don't like you, apple. I think something's off. There's always going with the, what is it, squarish apple? I think that works out too, something like that. And that is a thing, that's a possibility. Maybe we can make the square too wide, but nah. I quite like this, and then maybe we can do that. And then for our green, well, our snake's green, so I don't want to do too much of the same thing, but this feels too bright. So instead, let's do you and you. Oh, hold on, you and you. I'm sold on this game. I'm having fun. Learn can certainly, I'm liking it a lot. So we've only started, but I'm enjoying it. I really do. And I like how you can just change the assets of what you're doing as well. That's a really neat feature. Maybe we can make our apple rounder, something like this. And there's a little bit of dark red. Do we dare add a little bit of shading, like down here? Does that feel like shading, do you think? I'm wondering, can we add a little bit of a shine for our apple there? And then can we add a darker, maybe black there? Nah, I don't think that works. So maybe we can do that there for the apple core. Don't want to do too much. But look at my little apple. We made a little apple. Now it's appearing for my snake game. I wonder if we could do more with our snake, but this is, I don't want to die again. But it's neat seeing the little apple in game. I can certainly say the stem's not readable, but I do like the shading on the apple. The stem and the leaf isn't readable. But let's give a go at some other thing. Alrighty, let's see. You can now play extra music. You'll find some good DOS chiptunes. Chiptunes, you say? Oh boy, I am a fan of chiptunes. Extend of the GM? What's this? Oh, I am getting so many retro-y feels. What about you? Electric Grid? How do I do this? I used a cassette so long ago, I don't remember. How do I do it? Do I click play? Oh, that's neat. Let's do some more tutorials. There's colors, helpers, and art lines. Okay, color swatch. Draw a sprite with multiple colors. Let's give it a go. This is so nice, though. Let's see. We'll grab this color, I think. And I think you're this guy here. Okay, you are. And I'm just going to do an outline here. And I wish they would tell you, but maybe it comes later in the tutorial. But the fact that you can hold down shift, I'm guessing it's something they're going to cover, though. They seem very thorough. And they had names. It was like Inky, Blinky, Clyde, Pinky. I don't remember all the names. And you chose the correct color. I'm good. I've got this. Do I? Undo. How do I undo? I can't undo. So this is terrible. I'm good with the help. Don't you worry. I've got this down packed. I've got a little bit of experience game. I'm good. And let's see, dark blue. I'm guessing it's this dark blue, like that and that. Look at them. Adorable. You know, I wonder if it'll allow you to play Pac-Man. Imagine if you could design all the ghosts with your pixel art. How cute would that be? So we've got you, and to switch between. To see colors faster, pick them directly. So it does go over eyedropper. Okay, let's see. Eyedropper, and it also says eye, and this is also Pac-Man. This is a cherry. I was about to say. Interesting. Okay, so it only lets me do eyedropper. That's really neat. Okay, well, let's go ahead and just make this guy the guy it should be. Interesting as well. They imply the roundness of the cherry by leaving the space empty. Interesting. I know back in the day, but in the old games, because it didn't have a lot of colors, a lot of things had to be implied. So this is really interesting. An eyedropper. Yeah, eyedropper. Thank you. Let's see. Ooh, strawberry. Let's try the strawberry. How interesting. Okay. And we just do the same exact thing, I'm guessing. I'm having fun, though. I think this is what is the word I'm looking for? From the only things I've seen so far, I certainly think it is a handy tool. I think it's great. I'm having a lot of fun with it, too. It's the thing of, it feels like the type of game you could just play in the background while you're doing things, but it also feels like you're learning. And did you undo? Nope, I can't do Control Z. It let me before, but for some of these game modes, not quite. Learn about the helper tools and learn about lines. Alrighty, I'm curious about lines. How about we start there? Let's see. Elements of art. Lines. Oh, it does tell me about the shift clicking. Good. I like how it slowly allows you to get information instead of giving it to you all at once. Like there's bite-sized lessons. So if you can only spare doing pixel art every 5 minutes a day, for example, it allows you to do so. And this is really neat. Curved lines. Oh, do you think they're going to talk about doubles and jaggies? I wonder. Curves are trickier and require more practice, but with pixel art, it's always easy to fix them. Interesting. So click and drag along the line to complete one stroke. Drag there. Alrighty, you went too far from the line, but don't worry, you can easily fix it with the eraser. And can I zoom in a little bit? You're a little bit too small. Okay, so we just want to erase you and you, okay? Then what? There are multiple ways to draw curves with the pencil. The hardest but most natural is click and drag along the line to complete it in one stroke. So, does that mean I do like this? Is that what you want? Oh, brush. And then you and you here? And then, or click and drag along the line, they mean like this? Like that? Is that what they want? I don't know. Oh, I guess so. And don't worry if the line looks wobbly or uneven. You'll learn how to clean it up. Ah, it's hinting at it. For now, try a method that will ensure one pixel width. Click on the starting pixel. Press and hold shift. Click along the lines in small increments. All right, let's see. Oh, you know, I don't think I've ever tried this method before, where you hold down shift as you're drawing along. And then the final method is the slowest but often the most control. Zoom in and click on the pixels that the lines mostly cross. Oh, I'm in deep here. And I'm wondering if they're going to talk about panning, because I am holding down space, and some people don't know that you hold down space, you can pan. They haven't addressed that, but I wonder if they will in the future. Broken lines. Lines often change direction in corners to create more complex designs. Okie dokie. So what are you going to teach me? Okay, so I'm guessing we do the same thing as we did before. We just draw the lines, right? Let's start off with drawing these guys here and drawing these guys here. And drawing you here, here, and then here. And then we have down here to up here. We have up. Oh, hold on. See, undo to redo now works. You can see it when it's enabled. But sometimes it's not enabled, which is interesting. And I'm wondering if we just go down here, but I don't like that quite well. So we'll do that there. Sure. You went too far from the line? How about that? Would you like this? Okay. All right, then. And panning? I learned about that guy on Friday. I hope there's something about it. Yeah, that's what it's called, panning. When you hold down space and move it around. Well, not apparently, but it's the thing of what I think is intuitive is not. But I have a history of digital art. So even before I was using Sprite, I was using art tools and learning these things. So it's the thing of, the more you know. Now we have some objects can be drawn in more stylized ways. You don't say. What do we have here then? We have, ooh. All right, so we have you or you. Let's do this guy here. Interesting. I like how they bring that up. You don't have to draw everything. So let's see, up here, down here. You have you there, you there, you there, you there. What if we just do that there? Is it basically a tracing game? I don't know, Ingest. That's what I'm trying to figure out today. I've been getting a lot of recommendations that this is a good game to learn pixel art. So I wanted to try and see, is it a good game to learn pixel art? Right now I'm tracing, but maybe as we go along, we'll get more. And I wish it would show a pro image after you finished with it. That would be interesting. Right now, I think they're trying to give it to you in digestible feel, in the sense of it doesn't want to overload you. For example, they're coming from this at the approach of, if you don't know anything about digital tools to create art, they have to make sure you know how to use the eraser, how to use the pencil. So I think that's where they're coming at it slowly. Maybe as you go along, they'll go more into detail, but I don't know. And that's why I want to try it out. Right now, it's just slowly taking me along. And comparing yourself to the pros right as you're starting out, that's also true, yeah. Depending on the thing. But it can also be inspiring to see what you could become. I think it depends on the person. Boxes. So you there. Oh, but I don't like the way this feels. This is similar. I think it is. And then we go up. You go up. Okay. And then we go diagonal. You go diagonal. And then you go diagonal. And you go diagonal. Beautiful. It feels a little funny. That's okay. Like maybe if I were trying to do this on my own, I might move this guy in a little bit like that, but then this feels weird. So then you do this. So it really comes down to the person. It feels Weird! We can arrange lines into patterns to indicate detail and shading. This was also something I didn't know when I started out with Pixelart, so I'm interested to see how they approach this and showing, hey, you can do this thing. Ooh. So we have a sunset, and we also have a wooden block. Another cube. Okay, you know what? We'll do sunset this time. I'll do something different, a little bit different. I'll move this guy down here. So we have a line. Okie dokie. I am curious to see if they're conquering dimensions now. Oh yeah, all the dimensions. You aren't ready for 4D. That's when it gets scary. Let's see. Maybe erase you there. Do maybe you there? Yeah, this feels better. Doing it. No, hold on. That there. You go there. Yeah, there we are. For the most part, I do see what they're saying though. You can imply things, which is nice. I think a lot of the times, especially when I was starting out, I was trying so much to add too much detail to my pixel art. So I've gotten better at simplifying things. So this is helpful in the sense of you don't have to do it all. Like how would I describe it? Like the shadows, how would you draw all of that? So that a person might do something like this because it's showing off the line there. And that could be a style, but doing this also kind of just shows off a simpler way. It helps you read it more. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. Readability. And value study. Oh yeah, I did do value studies before getting into pixel art, but pixel art itself, I feel like, is a lot of just blobs. So knowing about values is super helpful. But again, you gotta remember, some people have never done art before, and they're doing pixel art for the first time. So it's the thing of, they're probably not gonna know about values and value studies. So I'd be curious to see if this game even touches on values and how you can improve your pixel art. I'm curious to see. What other lines are there to do? Nope, we didn't finish lines. Oh, we did do lines. We did, elements. And I'm gonna guess this is where we get into jaggies. Pixel art is drawn on a raster grid. When we draw lines that align with the grid, the results perfectly match the intended shape. I do like that about pixel art. Let's see, you go down here. When lines don't align with the grid, the resulting shape doesn't match exactly. Instead of a single line and an angle, we end up with multiple rectangles aligned to the grid. Blech. And, however, because of how the pixels are connected, the viewer still perceives the results as a diagonal curve. Very true. We'll just go down and up. Aha! Oh, they do show off a few things, and what the artist wants to communicate, what's on the canvas, and what the viewer interprets. Interesting. I do like how they do that. It's really nice. And I wonder if dynamically changes the representation. Let's try. My curve here is a little funny, so if I zoom in a little bit, how I would fix this curve is, well, let's see. You'd probably want to clean it up like that, and then probably maybe you can even go down here, so it's smoother, and then maybe even do this guy here. It does look like it changes it a little bit. Maybe I would do like that for my curve, and you want to maybe clean that up. That's like a 2 and 3. But so maybe you do, oh, don't want to do that. Like that? Does it look like it changed? I think it did. That's really neat. That's neat how it's interactive like that. So let's see. From here, oh, I saw that. Jaggies. It does talk about jaggies. Learn about the main stylistic character stuff of pixel art. Sure. Alrighty. And many things in your drawings will align with the grid. Pixels can perfectly match such shapes. So let's see. I will go ahead and do you, and you. And then we have a little house, I'm guessing, on a hill. Like that. Oh, that's not gonna be good. I'm guessing this is maybe a trash can, a lamp, a railing, and a bench. No longer is it a house. I'm not seeing a house anymore. With diagonals and curves, what should be straight and smooth appears jagged, spiky, and sharp. These stairs, like deformations, unintended jagged edges, are called jaggies and contribute to the blocky appearance of pixel art. I'm really glad it talks about it. Now, how's it gonna describe it? I'm gonna mess up a little bit here. Maybe that there, and then we have this guy kind of here, and then we have maybe this guy here. We're gonna add there. I want to see what it tells me. Like that there. Oh, we're missing you and you here. There we go. It does show off jaggies. Isn't that neat? Oh, hold on. If I do you there and there, interesting. And it shows the line through. That's really neat. So for example, let's see, not a jaggy, sharp corner. And now, okay, jaggy diagonal, not jaggies, actual stairs. I have seen that before in the books as well, where it describes jaggies as you can try to run a line through it, and that's what they're doing here. So I really do like this approach. It also incidentally shows that jaggies aren't always bad. Yeah, not a jaggy, sharp corner, jaggy curve, jaggy diagonal. It's interesting, isn't it? I'm really happy with the approach it's taking. Let's see, maybe you in here, maybe, you go up, So it's usually up 1, over 2, up 1, or up 2, 2, 1, 1. Maybe that's why it doesn't like the 3. Usually 1. Yeah, that's it. Because this would be a jaggy, right? Because of the number changes. So instead of going 1, 3, you'd want to go up by like 2, 3. That's less jaggy. Oh, 3, right? So I think that's what it's saying. So let me go ahead and erase that guy there, add you there, move you there, and we're good to go. And I like the language that they're a feature of the blockiness of pixel art and not massively arrows that always must be corrected. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like it depends on your style. There's jaggies, there's some, what is it, dithering, there's anti-aliasing. They're all different styles, and some people don't like them, some people do. Some people use them a lot, some people use them in different ways. It's such an interesting idea. Jaggy too. Some jaggies are less desirable than others. Interesting. What were we gonna say here? Pixel art lines are constructed out of multiple rows or columns of pixels that usually only touch one corner. Okie dokie. So let's go ahead and fill this guy in like so. These unintentional pixels are also referred to as doubles. So they do talk about doubles. Interesting. And I really do like how they show it. So do I just do that? Or do you want me to do like this? I guess both can work. Double lines create jaggies in perceived lines, disrupting the smooth flow across the line. I see what they're saying. Yeah, I also like how they draw out the lines so you can see. And remove one of the doubles here as well. I wonder if they'll talk about like the 2-3 rule, do you think? If I erase, I think this one versus this one, notice how the line doesn't look, I would say the line doesn't look as nice. And I think it's because, right, we're going from like a 1, 2, 2 to a 5 versus if we did it, oh, hold on, this way where it's longer, so it feels smoother. I think, well, I hope they touch on that because that was the thing where if you have a line here and you have, let's see, like that there and then that there, this feels wonky. You would want the numbers to increase slowly, as in the sense of, because this is 1, you would want either another 1 or another 2. So for example, it would feel better like this. It feels less funny. However, it's that thing of, again, stylistic choices. It does not have to be the thing. If you like this top guy better than the bottom guy, then that's good. That means you know what you like, and you should do what you like. Well, let me go ahead and erase this guy. Remove one of the doubles here as well. There. Or do you mean there? Aha. And even without doubles, certain patterns of line segments lead to jaggies and perceived lines. Oh, I think they're about to talk about it. Let's see. Pixel artists nowadays mostly use the term jaggies to describe these undesired pixels. I think they're about to talk about what I was just talking about. Let's see. 2 here. 1, 2. Yeah, I think so. Move the pixel to eliminate the problem. We will expand on this later in the tutorial Pixel Art and Curves. Ooh, I'm excited. So let's see. We have, maybe not. Maybe my thoughts are something different. Because what I'm seeing here is this guy feels right. This guy not so much. But maybe by making, interesting. I definitely think it just goes off of feels. So move the pixel here as well. You will get a different line, but artists often adjust angles to make lines with ideal jaggies. This will be explored in tutorials and diagonals. I like how they're giving us sneak peeks. And aren't jaggies somewhat objective? Yep, I think that's what it's saying. It's not saying it's wrong, but some find it more desirable than others. So I'm not getting a thing of don't do this. It's more of a you could do this or you could do this. I'm not getting the sense that they're really down or not downplaying, but saying don't do it. Don't you dare. Don't touch that lover. I'm getting the feeling it's more of a thing of you can do this or you can do this. So far, at least. So I'm enjoying it so far in the sense of it allows you to have options. So let's see.